Thanks for joining today for Barre. Our theme today is gliding through life. So we're going to be using our paper plates or gliders a lot today. So make sure you have them handy. You can also use socks or towels, anything that will glide along the surface that you are on. So let's start with a warm up. We're going to start using our gliders in our warm up with a side to side lateral lunge. So both feet on top of your gliders. We're going to slide one foot out to lunge, bring it in, other foot out to lunge. Taking care to put a lot of weight on that leg as you draw it in to bring some work into your inner thighs. Feel those legs start to warm up. Nice job. If you don't have paper plates handy, of course, you can just step out, but you're not going to get that same inner thigh work without that glide, that weighted glide in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Put those gliders to the side. Let's come into a first position, heels together, toes open. When you come into a plie, you should be able to see those big toes inside your knees. If that's not working, just tighten up those feet. We're going to bring our arms out for balance, and we're going to do a tendu, which is just gliding the toe along the floor, pointing the toe front, side, front, plie, jump into a changement, front, side, front, changement. If that jump doesn't work for you, of course, you can just step, front, side, front. If you are doing the jump, make sure that you start and end in a plie. You always want to have a bent knee to absorb the force of that jump. Front, changement, front, side, front, changement, front, side, front, changement, front, side, front, changement. So you're just switching which foot is in front with that changement. 2 more sets. Front, side, front. Last set. Front, side, front, changement. Nice job. Coming into our second position, feet are wide. They're wider than hip distance. Toes are turned out only as much as you can. Keep those knees right over the toes, not collapsing inward. Rotation in the hip socket. Arms out. We're going to lift one heel and then the other. So we're staying down here in the second position, plie. Head and shoulders are straight up to the sky. We're not bending at the waist. Trying to keep the glutes in line with the body. Sometimes we do squat in this wide position with the glutes behind us. But when we're in our plie, we try to have those glutes right underneath us. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those heels, hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, shake it out. Pick up your weights. We're going to start with our arm series. So let's lift up through the body, lift the rib cage up off the waist, engage the core, roll the shoulder blades down the back. We're going to raise those arms into side raise. Let me get so one hand at least is in view of the camera, and we're going to go down. We're going to do 8 pulses down, back, front, side. So we're going to go 8, 6, 3, 2, 1. Pulse back. 7, 8, pulse front. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse up. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse down. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse back. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse front. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse up. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse down. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse back. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse front. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse up. 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just a little movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse back. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse front. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last set, you can do it. 6, 7, 8, pulse back. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse front. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you hold? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms down. Nice job. It's tough to keep those arms up there like that. Reset your posture, super tall, super engaged, shoulders down away from the ears, shoulder blades down the back, keeping those shoulder blades down, lift into a front raise. We're going to do the same thing. 8 and out and in and up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8 and out. 5, 6, 7, 8 and in. 5, 6, 7, 8 and up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoulders away from the ears. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoulder blades down the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest open, not reaching those arms forward. 8 and up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last set. 5, 6, 7, 8. Open. 5, 6, 7, 8 and in. 5, 6, 7, 8 and up. 5, 6, 7, 8 and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down. Nice. Those are a good intense way to warm up. So let's come into some tricep work. Skier position, feet parallel, hip distance apart, strong core, hinging from the hip, soft knee, no booty out, no booty in, just a nice gentle curve of the spine, protected with an engaged core. Roll the shoulder blades down the back, lift those arms above the glutes if you can. Nice and narrow, not opening way out to the side. We're trying to be right above those glutes, and we're pulsing up, 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 pulse up, 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 pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Palms face the thighs, full range, and a big lift at the top. So bend those elbows, keep them hugged to the body. Big lift at the top. Check in with your core. Have you let go of that belly, or are you keeping it nice and engaged? Lift, bend, lift, bend. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now a little pulse, pulse, pulse. So hands are facing the thighs. Little bend of that elbow, not letting the hands come anywhere near to 90 degrees. The elbows, just a little bit of a bend here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Let's come into our chest flies, a reverse fly. So feet parallel, again, a soft knee if you need it, hinging from the hip, roll the shoulder blades down the back, press those shoulders away from the ears, raise those hands up in a fly, squeezing the shoulder blades behind, engaging the back on this. The arms are just along for the ride. This work is coming from the back and the shoulders. On the negative, we're feeling the chest engage. Squeeze and down, squeeze and down for 4, 3, 2, lift up and we pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Last move for our arms here. Let's do some bicep work. Feet parallel and underneath you. We're going to have our elbows glued to our waist to start. We're going to do some bicep ovals here, keeping those elbows in place, lifting through with those weights for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms down, other direction. Start out, bring them in. Palms down, elbows still glued to the waist. Feeling tall, nice straight line from the heels up to the top of that head. Core engaged, keeping your spine as elongated as possible, lifting up, 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 up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms up again. This time, pull those elbows out. Little circles this time, little circles. Elbows are staying in the same place in space. So we are just rotating below the elbow, keeping the tension in the biceps here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms down, reverse directions. Reverse directions. Not rolling the arm in the shoulder socket. All this work is coming from the biceps. We're 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights to the side. Coming to the bar. So have your chair handy. We're going to just start in center floor with one glider. And we are going to start, actually, no, let's get 2 gliders. We are going to be doing some lateral lunges. This time we're going to bend that standing knee and glide that straight leg. So you can have your arms out in second position for balance. Bend the knee and glide. Bend the knee and glide. So we're pushing back with those glutes. The knee can come forward a little bit, but we're trying to get the weight, the work to come here in the standing leg. So pushing the glute back behind you engages it. Nice. Little bit of weight on that glider as we draw it back in. If your arms are tired, you can bring them in closer to your chest. You don't need them for balance. If you do have your arms out though, check in with your chest. We don't want our arms to be Hunch forward. We want the chest to be nice and open for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay on one side. 8, 7, pushing that glute back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out to hold. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice tall head and chest. 2, 1. Push that glute back. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it in. Keep one of those gliders. And we're going to get our chair now, our bar, whatever you're using for a bar. I'm going to set up diagonally because I'm on my rug here and I don't have that much room. So we're going to lunge front to back on that gliding leg. So we're going to lunge front, bring that knee down, lunge back, bring that knee down. Front, so the knees are bending on this lunge. Nice. Gliding through, nice deliberate glide. So we're not just, kind of moving the leg. We're trying to bring a little weight into that glide so that we've got work going the whole way through this lunge series. Down and front and back. In our lunge, try to think of your hips going straight up and down rather than going front to back when you're going down into that lunge. 4, 3, 2. Let's stay back here and we pulse, 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 pulse. Head and shoulders straight up to the sky, hips just rising up and down, straight up and down in the air for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. Nice job. Glider under the other foot. Switch your chair to the other side. And we are going to glide to the front, glide to the back. Nice. A little bit of weight in that foot throughout that glide. Working all the way through this movement. It's not a break when you're switching. Nice. Down. And front, back. Paying attention to the position of your head and shoulders, not bowing over at the waist on this lunge. Hips straight up and down. 4, 3, 2. Oops, I started my count on the wrong one. Whatever. Come to the back now. We're gonna pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. We're going to keep that glider. We're going to come into a curtsy lunge. Lots of lunge variations today. If you'd like, you can have your chair in front of you, or you can do this at center floor without any support. We're gonna have that glider under one foot, starting with arms out for balance, curtsy lunge, and open. So on the curtsy, the hips stay square. We're not opening to the back in an effacé or a croisé. We're keeping the hips square, crossing the leg behind, feeling those nice inner thighs, working really hard. When we come back into this curtsy lunge for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that front heel and balance if you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Switching feet. Get my glider unstuck. So paper plate. Arms out for balance. Cross behind. Open up. Hips staying square. Nice big cross behind. Squeezing those inner thighs together on that curtsy lunge. Beautiful job. Engaging those glutes. Back and open. Back and open for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that front heel if you can to balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Beautiful job. All right. Coming back to our bar, we're going to do an Aerobus rotation on the glider. So you'll have the foot that's next to your chair on your glider. Other leg is extended in front in an arabesque, turning it open in the hip socket. So lifting up that heel toward the ceiling. Height does not matter. What matters is that when we turn, we maintain that same height. So trying not to have it lower in front and then higher in back, or vice versa. The goal is to choose a height that you can maintain, working on that control, working on that muscle, holding your leg in space, just lifting up and spinning on that glider. Nice. Nice engaged, strong core on the turn. My glider is totally falling apart. I need to replace my paper plates. Oh, that's much better. A lot less rug burn. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift, pulse, pulse, pulse. Just a little lift, straight leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the back. Pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One foot down. Switch sides with your bar. Switch feet with your glider. Glider is under the foot that's next to the bar. Raise that leg into the front to your arabesque. Open that joint and rotate toward your chair to keep that leg in its arabesque. Nice job. Good control. Nice engaged core. Holding yourself in a one strong column from your heel up to the top of your head. Head and chest not bending forward, just nice and tall. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse that leg just a little. Lift for 8, 7, 6, 5. Strong core. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We've made it through our bar series. We are going to keep those gliders for our core series. Put your chair to the side and you can lay out your mat. So we are going to start with a plank variation. We're going to be up on our hands. You can be on your knees or on your toes. If you're on your knees, nice straight line from knees to the top of the head. If you're on your toes, same thing. Nice straight line from the top of the head down to those heels, not dropping the head. We're going to bring one leg underneath, lift up into a tripod, side plank, bring it down. Glide the other foot through, back to plank. Bring that leg through, nice tripod, side plank, staying lifted, not letting those hips float toward the mat. Nice. Nice and slow. We're not trying to do any harm to our rotator cuffs here by moving through this move quickly. If you want to make it a little more challenging, instead of coming into a tripod, hover that moving leg above the floor so that it's not giving you any of your support. You're in this one-legged side plank. Nice. Really good. Keep that rotation going. Beautiful job. Nice and deliberate. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to our plank. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We are going to come to a crunch with a clap. So grab your gliders or paper plates. We're going to lift those legs up in the air at 90 degrees, reach up and crunch, and clap those plates or gliders together. Crunch, clap, roll down, roll up. Nice. So when you roll up, you're pressing that lower belly down. Roll up, clap, roll down, roll up, clap, roll down. Nice job. Making sure that you've got a nice distance between your chin and your chest. Not cutting off your airway by folding the chin down toward the chest. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights to the side, pulse, not weights, gliders, pulse, head and shoulders stay lifted. We're just pulsing a little bit here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down. Extend your arms, extend your legs, give yourself a nice pencil stretch. Reach with one hand and then the other hand. Great job. We're going to roll onto our side now and come into a clamshell. So you can have your arm down with your head, using it as a pillow for your head, or you can prop your head up. Heels are in line with the glutes. Hips are straight up and down. Important not to open up. So hips are straight up and down, and we're going to lift that top leg. Feet stay together, opening into that clamshell. Use that top hand to almost push your hip forward so that it stays hard. Your body will want to open to the back. That's so much easier. Keep it hard. Keep the work going. Up. Lift, lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse, 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 pulse. Keep those legs open. Pulse, 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 pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we were just working the glutes. Let's work the inner thigh. So extend that bottom leg. Top foot is planted, and we're going to flex that bottom foot and just lift, lift, lift. Nice job. Lift, lift, lift. Lifting that lower leg, not setting it down. Takes a little while for you to feel this kicking in, but when you do, you'll feel it. You will feel that inner thigh work happening. Lift, lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it as high as you can and hold. For 8, 7, 6, 5. A little higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Roll to the other side. Starting with heels in line with the glutes, top hand pushing that hip forward, opening into our clamshell here. Feet together, lifting up. Nice job. Not making it easy on ourselves by opening that hip to the back. Keep working. Keep working. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we pulse, 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 pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom leg extended, top foot planted on the floor. Flex that extended leg. Lift, lift, lift that leg for your inner thigh work. And we lift, 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 lift. Nice job. Lift, 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 lift. for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift high, hold here, lift high for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that leg down. Grabbing your paper plates again. We're going to come into some rollouts here, some upper body rollouts. So 1 plate or glider under each hand. We're starting, let me scoot back some more so you can see me in the frame. You can pad your knees here, starting in a tabletop position. So right now, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, roll out, and now roll back in. The work on this comes on that roll back in. You should feel a ton of core engagement. Oh, as you roll that body back in, all the weight stays in your hands. Roll out, nice core engagement there. Roll in. So if you lift your hands up off the mat, you're really cheating yourself. If you don't have paper plates, you can do a nice step out and then step in with the hand. But the paper plates do definitely make it a little bit harder, especially to start that reverse back in. Oh yeah, really good. Keeping the arms straight. Lift. When we come to our full extension, we're coming into a plank position. We're not dropping the glutes further than a plank, because that puts some pressure on your lower back that we do not want to do. And pull in. 4 more. And 3. 2. One more. We're going to bring it in nice and slow. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back. Roll your wrists. Great job. Okay. One more core exercise, and then we are going to come into our stretch. So roll that mat back out. We are going to do a leg lower and raise. Laying down on the mat, you can take your thumbs and tuck them underneath your glutes just to give a little more leverage, so that the tailbone is angled straight instead of pointing down toward the mat. Engage the core, hover the legs. We're going to lift them up, and we're going to slowly lower them down to hover. If this is not where you are right now, bend those knees to 90 degrees, tap the toes. Nice. So I actually prefer head and shoulders on the mat because it means all the work is in the lower core. If you want to work your upper core as well, you can lift your head and shoulders up off the mat and keep them lifted. That will bring some engagement out of the lower core and into these upper abs here. You choose your variation. I'm going to be head down. Always trying to work down in those lower abs for me. For 4 and 3 and 2. And we're going to stay down here on this one, stay hovered. This time I do recommend you lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. See if you can let go with your hands for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, hug the knees. Rock side to side. You made it through all of the work. Now it's time to enjoy your stretch. Roll through. We're going to come to a down dog and then come to a resting half pigeon to stretch, to open up our hips. So starting in our tabletop position, tuck your toes under and lift those knees up off the mat. Roll through your shoulders to drop the head down between the arms. Letting your heels float down toward the mat, stretching the back of the legs. You can walk your feet. First one foot, and then the other. I would recommend that if you do that, you stay on one side for a couple of breaths and then the other, rather than really going back and forth in a dynamic movement. Walk your feet together a little bit, lift that right leg into the air, look between your hands, take your knee and drop it between your hands. You can walk that back foot back a little. Lift up, big breath, tiny little back bend. And now you can use your arms as a pillow for your head, or you can bring your head down to the mat. Rock your hips until you feel them, so you can feel where they are perfectly parallel to the mat. Trying to walk that front foot so that your shin ideally is parallel with the top of the mat. That's an ideal. I think not many of us are there. On each exhale, trying to let go a little more, relax more into this stretch. Your hands under your shoulders, press back into that three-legged dog again. This time lift the left leg into the air, drop that knee between the hands, trying to get that front shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. Lift up, open into a tiny back bend, and now relax down into your resting half pigeon. Consciously trying to let go of more and more muscle fibers on your exhales. Hands under shoulders. Step back into that three-legged dog. Down dog. Walk your feet up to your hands and slowly roll up, head last. Let's do some inner thigh stretching, standing in a wide V, big toes pointing toward one another, hands on hips. Inhale, tiny back bend. Exhale, with a flat back, forward, 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 and then come into your forward fold, reaching your hands through those open legs. Feel a nice stretch on the inner thigh and the backs of the leg. palms to the mat. Walk your feet together. Stay here in this forward fold. You can grab a yoga toe hold if you'd like. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, try to straighten those legs. Feel what your maximum stretch feels like here. And slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Head last, roll the shoulder blades down. Come into your second position, feet turned out this time. Big inhale up. And an exhale, plie down. Inhale up. Exhale, plie down. One more time. Exhale. Beautiful job. Ladies, take your curtsy. Gentlemen, take your bow. Thank you for joining today. Have a great day.